Greetings and welcome to Die Dragon Die presents the Enter the Dungeon campaign. I will say during seconds the Enter the Dungeon campaign. Session 4. I'm your DM and host Marty, joined by Ahmed and Adam. Mark is just in the other room. He'll be back in a moment. Let's do a recap of what happened earlier this afternoon. Yes, we did just play. We took a dinner break, and now we're back at it for Session 4. Last session earlier this afternoon was called Shadows Grow Long. While tracking the fleeing wolf, Oscar and Krieger spot an ancient road. Upon the road, the band is beset upon by monstrous bats of the dire sylvan wood. A little bit later along, they are forced to abandon their carriage before finding Castle Zargul. In the castle, they find Shadow, trapped and starving. But then are quickly trapped themselves by wolves under the command of the Rebel Prince, whom you suspect is either an awakened wolf or
probably an awakened wolf.
A vampiric dire wolf.
The bat wings that it sort of manifested probably lead towards it being an awakened wolf. Yeah, that's
sure. Let's put down the Rebel Prince's token. There he is.
Is he fluffy puffers?
So zoom in on that big guy there.
Look at the fluffy puffers. Look at that.
Okay, maybe not. There's enough none. Okay, the horses are freaking out, and they're trying to run into this area, which allowed the Rebel Prince to go up, and it was smart enough to hit the switch, which caused the collapsing drawbridge to start to raise up, and that's where we're going to roll initiative. I think Adam has already done the initiative. He has not sorted it. I will sort it now. Which brings us to the Rebel Prince. He goes first. He growls a bunch, and then it seems like the wolves are understanding what he is saying, and they're beginning to stream out of the woods and towards the drawbridge.
Doesn't it take some time to? Does it take like a minute for us to bring the bridge up?
Yeah.
When we did it, it was a minute.
Yep.
Unless Crusher didn't use it properly.
So he did it last round. The drawbridge will open on the 9th round. So drawbridge, good. Okay. Rebel Prince, wolves. Some of them are coming out of the bushes. Some of them are in the ruins. They've got cover in the ruins. You can't quite see them when they're in the bushes. And those are the regular wolves. Alright, the wolves have come out to play.
There seems to be a bit of a ruckus down there. Yeah.
Darian and Krieger, I'm just going to move them to the end of initiative because Mark's not here. 10 and 5.
The two melee guys.
Yep. Oscar.
That's a long way away.
Go find me some arrows.
Yeah.
Says Shadow.
Oscar's going to head toward the armory. The armory had arrows.
Give me your own arrows.
Yep.
Use yours first.
Okay, so Oscar heads down a floor into the armory. That's basically double move to get into the armory.
Okay, and we'll seek.
You're going to seek. Give me a perception check.
I think 24.
Yeah, you find, roll a D4.
Ooh. 1.
You find a quiver of arrows.
How many arrows?
This ain't gonna be enough.
We'll say 20 arrows in the quiver.
Alright. I found some, but you bit.
Dire wolves are growling at the other wolves. Kind of, there's maybe a chain of command or something like that. They haven't come out of the bushes quite yet. Shadow.
He's gonna let loose soon. There's two. Oh, can he see the dire wolves?
You cannot.
I cannot. Okay, let's hit the closest wolf.
All right, the one that's along the along the bridge.
Magic is not on my bow yet.
Okay.
Right.
So Shadow. Shadow is kind of at the edge of the tower. You're going down. It is 140 feet away.
Okay, so I'm using a longbow, which is 100 foot. range.
Okay.
As an action, I'm gonna specify that wolf is my prey. So
The
now
first
I
wolf
have
is your prey.
200-foot range without any penalty.
Okay.
To hit is +10. Now I'm above. Is that +1?
I don't know if there's situational above 1 penalties or not. We could say there is before we look it up, or we could take a moment to look it up.
+1 is accuracy.
Maybe it's in terrain. I was having a hard time finding it.
Go ahead. Makes sense. +1.
Alright, so
We can
+12.
retcon that rule later.
26.
Yeah, you peg a wolf. You
I'm also adding a +1 from the what's it called? It's my boon.
Oh right, your boon of fighting animals. Yeah, it is definitely a beast or an animal.
Yeah. So the second attack, 10, which is a -3, is an 18.
18 hits the wolf.
Okay. And third attack, -6, is 15.
It's page 477.
AC of the wolf is 15.
Okay. That's 3 hits.
And it just says Jim can do what he wants.
Okay.
Well, that's not bad. 17 damage.
17 damage to the wolf. You bloody that wolf as he's trying to come across. He doesn't seem to know where the arrows are coming from, and he seems confused and hurt.
Start taking down my arrow.
Bone Crusher. Yes, please track your arrows.
Yeah. He's gonna go down and make sure the portcullis is closed and the gate is closed.
To the way across?
Yeah.
Okay, so you are kind of spiraling down staircases here, and you get to, what's your movement?
25.
Okay, so it's triple move all the way down.
Okay.
You whip down the staircases and you're across from the bedroom, and you can see that there's a door and there's a bar on the door, and then there's also like a small portcullis. That
Hey, when you're down there, if you see any treasure coffins, can you let us know?
Get ready for a siege!
Alker?
A siege?
Oh, there's the Rebel Prince mark.
Lovely.
It would have been better if I had saved my image spell.
And the drawbridge is slowly moving up. Remember I said it took about a minute to get up? It's about like 8 rounds away from closing.
Right now, I super proud want my image spell back so I could...
Shadows now starting to peg wolves with arrows as they're all coming forth from the trees. Alker.
It only lasts for a minute.
Save it! We must save our magic. We must conserve our resources. Pretend you're like Oscar.
Short and cheap?
Precisely. Alker ducks for cover.
Dwarven frugality is what he says.
I can hear you, new. I approve of this message.
Alker, what are you doing?
Alker is going to actually go downstairs to...
Okay, what's your move rate?
30. I want to get to... I want to get to Oscar.
Okay, single move to get down to Oscar.
I'm going to treat Oscar's wounds because he's walking around hurt like a bugger.
Okay. Krieger.
Krieger's gonna run down to the door.
I don't successfully treat his wounds. I just
What's
poke
your
him in the
movement?
eye.
30.
Yeah, it looks like it's a triple move all the way down to where
Okay.
Crusher is. The door is open, the portcullis is still up across that hallway that breaches the 2 buildings.
Crusher yells to you. Oh, he tells you.
I'm not sure if it's open anywhere below us. We'll have to make sure the stairs are also blocked.
I suppose they don't have a gate.
No, below us. We don't know if there's a way in.
Oh shit. He goes right back. Well, that's next round, I guess.
There's a bed in there. Pull it out and throw it down the stairs.
Ptolemy's gonna... He's got mage armor up because at the beginning of the day. His tentacle spell probably doesn't last very long, because spells in this game don't seem to last very long.
Usually lasts like a minute.
Yep. This is on page 405. Let's see.
Just wanted to see if any of the cantrips.
Spectacular, yeah, it lasts for a minute, so he's not doing that yet. I can whisper messages to them. Perhaps it'll spook them. squatting behind one of the crenellations. What do you think we should do, Darian?
Well, I think we should hold up in here. Try and keep those wolves from getting through.
Alright.
And we have to be ready for when the Rebel Prince makes his way up here, because he eventually will.
I'm not sure how he can get up if we close the door.
Well, he's got those skin flap things. I don't know what you call them,
Wings.
but they're terrifying.
Yeah, you might be.
I'm going downstairs, he says. He goes into the armory. Oh, weapons. Nice. Darian?
It's gonna take me a lot more
Darian's
hours.
going to... do you need any help up here?
Just get me more arrows.
Okay, then.
Oscar, get me more arrows.
I found some.
He goes and tries to gather some arrows. You know, I'm just saying, a please and thank you wouldn't kill you.
Okay, so Darian makes it down the stairs. He grabs the arrows from Oscar and he makes his way up the stairs with a bundle of 20 arrows.
Still didn't give me your arrows, did you?
The Rebel Prince.
How do you got arrows?
I can smell them.
Goes up to this tower and kind of sniffs around at where the coffin is. Roars up at you with this horrible sound. It's pissed. It then runs across the top of the tower, spreads its wings, and kind of like a spider or like a bat, sort of launches and attaches itself to the other side of the tower and begins to climb.
That is awful.
I'm glad I can't see that.
Put magic on my bow now!
The wolves all swarming below, and more of them are coming out of the bushes, and this injured one is kind of moving back, while others are getting to the edge and they're waiting. They know the drawbridge. They're familiar with it.
Can Shadow see the alpha or not?
Yep, you see a big wolf amongst them.
No. I mean, sorry. I mean the one that's climbing.
Yeah, he's got cover from your current position.
Can you look something up for me?
Sure.
The hunted shot. Or no, hunter's aim.
Oscar,
Alright.
the upstairs sounds excited about something.
Yep. Well, for fuck's sake. He'll take one more glance to see if there's any more arrows hiding around here somewhere.
Okay, this would be a much more difficult seek. They would be buried under some of the gear, and you're trying to look underneath canvas.
I got a short bow. 13. You can't make up your damn mind. You need arrows or you need a short bow? Both.
You find an old, small bucket full of arrowheads, but nothing that somebody didn't complete their work.
Fuck it. You grab the arrowheads.
You grab a bucket of arrowheads.
Big whips.
Okay.
So that was a
seek,
seek, grab,
move.
Do they have cover or concealment?
Cover.
Okay.
The thing is on the opposite side of the building. It's just ahead of you. The placement of the tower is not optimal for firing on things on this face of the castle. Direwolves, they emerge. They're peeking out of they have concealment. They're peeking out of the woods, just watching. These wolves.
Oh, hello. So cover.
Shadow. You can still see the one that you targeted. It's trying to move back.
Pick one of my one of the alphas, the dire wolves.
Okay, so I'm going to get rid of the red halo and we'll put the red halo on one of the alphas.
Yep. I'm going to. Yep. Same thing. What's the range? Can you check? It's good. So plus 12.
So you take aim. That'll be your hunted target.
19. He
has concealment. You ignore it. Okay. His AC is 18.
Yes.
Minus 10, so 22. Yes.
Hits.
third one.
You let loose 3 arrows, and they're all in
11,
flight at the same time.
12, no.
Okay, it jumped out of the way at the last moment, but 2 arrows did strike it.
13, sorry, 12, 13 damage.
Okay, that injures the male direwolf.
If you're asking for 2 bows, which one do you want magic on?
Bone Crusher.
This one. This one.
Crushers.
I can't see you.
Come up here. Need you to come up here. Crusher's going to close the portcullis.
Okay, so you go over to the side of the wall around the corner and you pull this lever. This thing comes slamming down.
And then the door's on the inside, right?
Yeah, so you move, pull the portcullis.
Although it would be really good for fighting them when they're like on the other
On the
side.
side of the portcullis?
You could leave the portcullis open.
No, he
No,
wants
no, no.
portcullis.
Sorry, the portcullis closed and the door is open.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How quick could we close the door?
it's an action.
Okay.
If there was something in the doorway while you're trying to close it, it's probably an opposed check of some sort. Acrobatics, or sorry, athletics.
They describe it under immobilized
Yep.
condition.
Okay. So and then he's gonna go. He's gonna go to the room with the bedroom.
Okay.
He's gonna pull the bed.
Well, that's it. I think you moved, you closed the thing, and you moved again. You're done.
Marty.
Oh
So-
no.
We're still recording, so
We're still
Yep.
recording. Does the projector?
It is the connection with the projector.
So it's only impacting us. We can keep.
Yeah.
yeah, we'll just keep going.
We don't have a problem.
Where I'm projecting the game, that's where.
Can't see a map, but we're going to use our imagination.
Yep.
Imagination land. So we're back when we should take the probability. We used to just use one big whiteboard. We all sat around and one big whiteboard and draw some doodles and just throw dice and we did come back with something.
What is that?
No, we used whiteboard. We did like 3 sessions on whiteboard.
There we go.
All right. There we go.
Here's the map.
Sorry about that. Bone Crusher. So moved around, moving things. Alcur.
We're gonna go upstairs.
Okay, you go back up the stairs. It's a move.
And we're gonna see what the fuss is about. It's around the roof.
Yeah, there's something climbing up the side of the roof.
Ooh, that's a problem. There's your problem. We're going to just pop out. Are you gonna kill it with your bow, or should we be making a big hammer or axe or something magical?
I'm gonna soften it up. And if I can't see it, I'm gonna soften them up. Make your decision.
Soften away.
Do you cast magic on it?
No.
Okay. Krieger.
Did he see the wolf like fly onto the building?
Nope.
Okay, well he's gonna assume, yeah. Better check the basement or bottom floor, make sure there's not an opening there for the wolves to get in. So he's gonna run downstairs.
Okay, you go down the stairs into another area, and there's some sort of weird, like, we'll call it a laboratory. Large table. At first you thought it was a kitchen, but some of the, like, bottles and beakers and things, they're all kind of packed away, tarps on top of things, with some cages with no animals in them.
Okay. He continues down for his.
Okay. You continue down into and you're kind of getting deeper into this tower. There is a kitchen.
Krieger, just put something on the stairs. We need you up here now.
Kitchen has a nice size hearth, maybe like a bread kind of oven. All nice stone brick. There doesn't seem to be any food down here. There's a pile of old baskets kind of in the corner. A couple of mice go scurrying across your feet.
Okay. He's still got movement. He goes down another.
Okay, then you're probably into a storage area. It's an old granary that is empty. So it's like a larder. Nope, not quite.
Next player is women's lingerie.
Lingerie.
Dentist office.
Okay, so Ptolemy is hiding in the armory. he's going to actually hide in the armory. Is everything all right up there? See, you sound kind of excited.
The big one is jumping across and it's gonna climb up here.
Is it coming up the stairs?
It's climbing up the side.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, he decides he's not going to hide. He kind of peeks up the stairs, frightened look on his face. Darian?
Darian moves beside his lord.
Okay. Top of the stairs.
Don't worry, sir. I'm sure we've got this going.
All right, I will stand in behind and make my tentacles come out.
Yeah, we'll come up with another term for that, I think.
Octo.
Not now.
He's got the word poos on his on his lips, and he's trying hard not to say it. All right, the rebel prince is going to climb, you bastard, climb. He climbs at 25. He kind of climbs like this, and then does another, and he's now kind of climbing on the outside of the hallway that adjoins the two buildings, and he's climbing up.
Alright, so
He climbs so very quickly.
has anybody got eyes on him?
Shadow saw him climbing around the side, and then Alker saw him disappear around the corner, and then Oscar and Darian see that he's coming up the other side. So you know where he is.
That's from.
And Ptolemy's just down the stairs a little bit, but if it comes out, it's going to come out on top.
Isn't there a latch to get to up where we are right now? Or does it...
There is a hatch that is open when you guys pop the hatch and you're all on top of the tower.
So we can go down and...
You could go down and try to close the hatch
Can
if
we
you
still
want.
shoot outside?
From
those slits?
From those slits, that is the armory. Yes, you could shoot from the armory if you wanted.
Cool.
The other ones are windows.
Get down, we'll close the hatch.
Up, down, where am I going? Says Ptolemy. Wolves, they're all beginning to swarm along this bridge.
Let's make it a illusory bridge out in front off like us.
Yeah, that would have been awesome.
Fireball!
The horses are all like trying to get through the door. They don't know it's a door. They're just kind of milling around at the far end. They're frightened of what's going on.
My horses, I've named them.
Oscar?
Up, down, we got a problem. Alright.
We're not all together. Let's get down and wait for the gather.
Oscar's gonna go down and then basically ready to close the hatch.
Okay. It's kind of hanging out the side of the stairwell,
Yep.
ready to close the hatch, so there's a ready to action. Dire wolves, that one that got pegged with a bunch of arrows, ducks back into the forest a bit and is kind of biting at its wound and licking. The female dire wolf comes out.
Now, does it have concealment, or is it... I can't see
It dug back into the bushes.
Okay.
You can't see it. This dire wolf is growling at the stragglers. They're all howling and jumping over each other. Okay. Clustered in fireball formation. Shadow.
Shadow, can he get to the armory and in one move?
What's his movement rate?
25.
You can get down the stairs in one move.
Okay, move me forward again
To the arrow slit?
Yeah.
Okay,
the arrow slit.
you can fire out of that arrow slit at the rebel prince.
Oh, yeah.
It's just right outside. You're looking at it. It's looking at you.
Your bow is volley, so
I can't. Actually, I can't hit it. I need to go to the.
I think there's a penalty to doing it. I don't think.
yeah, I don't know what volley does.
Yeah. Weapon.
Let's check.
Weapon traits are on page.
Only 3 deadly one. What's deadly 1 to 10?
Weapon traits are on 282.
That's if you score a crit.
The weapon is less effective at close distances. You are at a -2 if you are at the distance within the range listed.
So that thing's climbing.
Yep. It has a climb speed. Guys, you fire outside.
Nope, not today. With the minus, it's a 13.
No, your arrow kind of it moves its head over. It's smart. It knows what an arrow does.
So is this? That's all my actions.
Yeah.
Okay. 2 movements to get to me. Okay. But I can't shoot down at the bridge from here. Can I?
You have to go to the window.
Yeah, that one's kind of. You probably want to go at that window to shoot down at the bridge.
Okay.
The front face. Bone Crusher. You're grabbing a bed.
Is there an opening from down there? I don't know, it's really far down!
Okay, these guys are yelling from above that the thing's coming.
Yep.
I'm gonna go upstairs! It's climbing up from the top! Hurry up!
Okay,
The
so
fuck are you
grabbing a
guys
bed?
doing?
No, screw
Okay,
the bed.
screw the
I'm
bed.
just gonna go up to the up to where the guys are. 25.
Okay, so you're in the armory with a double move.
Yep. Mountain stance.
Okay, and you go into mountain stance. Alker.
Do I see it?
You can peek over the edge and look at it, yeah?
Okay. If I don't have to move, I would like to cast a Tanglefoot at it and then run away.
Okay, what does Tanglefoot do?
I'm going to try to reduce its move speed or potentially pin it to the wall.
That would suck.
Be fine.
Forget.
Yep. This is one of my arcane cantrips.
Is it cantrip?
Yep.
Okay,
Wow.
you're conjuring sticky sap that appears from thin air, flickering from your hand and lashing itself to the target. You attempt a spell attack against the target.
That's what's happening.
Okay.
I don't touch nothing. AC 13.
13? No, you end up kind of like spooging the sticky sap kind of down the side of the tower and it missed it.
Who is going to fight the wolf? I used my move to get the hell down. In we go.
Okay.
And in we go.
And into the armory we go.
Yep.
All the way.
It's really claustrophobic in here.
I need the window. Get away from it.
Krieger.
He starts running upstairs.
This is the worst day ever! Too much cardio!
What's your movement range?
30.
Okay, so you whip up the stairs. You're kind of just on the landing of the stairs heading up into the armory. You pass by the kitchen, laboratory, the bedroom. Ptolemy is going to make his tentacles grow.
You would take the wolf, right?
Who's the plan?
Alright.
Are we staying up here or are we going down?
Down! Down, come down!
Okay, Ptolemy moved back into the armory and goes behind Alker. His arms kind of just out of the arms of his shirt are these black octopus tentacles with little suction cups on them.
So does he have his normal hands plus octopus hands?
No, they turn into octopus hands.
Ah. Okay.
It's weird, I know. It took a lot to get used to. Other things turned into tentacles too until I learned how to control it.
You need to stop telling people that.
I said that out loud.
Yep.
Darian?
Quiet part, loud
Stop
part.
Darian goes
Why you tell me
downstairs.
Yep. Are you just kind of going behind the hatch?
Yeah,
or, okay.
yeah, no, well, he's got.
Should have back down the hatch. Oscar's right beside you. So.
Is
So
the
the
hatch
second he
like
comes
medium,
through,
or is it large?
Oscar
It's medium.
action closes the hatch.
So
Okay.
the thing would have a squeeze through.
Yeah, Oscar, ready to action will move your ready actions move your initiative or
Nope.
don't? Okay, they just count as your turn
Yep.
for the round that you took the ready to action.
Yeah.
Okay. Rebel Prince climbs to the top and then has to move to the door and then is going to try to break the door.
I believe this is your post.
Can you defend the door? Reduce the damage that the door takes.
I don't think I can defend the door.
I am really friendly with this door. This door is
my ally.
I'm at
Okay, it's you can hear it scratching and biting at the door. It's trying to like pull the
trying to open the door.
yeah, it's trying to open the door.
You can see your bludgeoning attack.
The chain goes ching, and you've got a little latch that closed it. And
So, this thing moves real quick, like.
Okay, that was the Rebel Prince. Wolves. The bridge is about half down almost.
Yep, if we can kill the big wolf.
Or half up kind of thing.
We might be able to get save our ride.
Oscar?
Oscar's gonna go to Shadow and offer him a short bow.
Here! Well, you were right beside him
Throw on the ground. I'm putting my bow on the ground. Throw with you.
Okay, taking out your bow. Move.
That thing
Alright,
is
single action.
that thing is not coming in yet.
I'm gonna
No, but it's pulling out the door.
stick it in Shadow's hand.
Okay, so you gotta...
Put it on my back.
Stick it in Shadow's whatever.
Sure.
Who put it
Okay,
around
so
something?
you take it out and then you spend an action putting it on, stowing it
Yep.
on Shadow.
And
You got
then
an action left.
I'm gonna not be that close to the door.
Okay, you're going into the armory or down the stairs further?
We'll go into the armory.
Okay. Oh yeah, we'll protect us from the rear, Sis told me.
Yeah. I'm gonna protect my rear.
Okay, Direwolf spends his turn licking its wounds, the other one is just moving forward. One of the wolves gets anxious and is going to try to jump. Well, actually, it's not the wolves. Wolves on Oscar. So it attempts to jump. What's the rule for jump?
10.
So there's a
Well, it has to actually make a running jump.
Yeah. They're all a bunch of wolves kind of moving
So-
around in a big circle. Like, they're not just standing still. They're kind of circling around.
There is
and jumping over each other.
basically an action to
Yep.
jump. If the jump is DC, so if you use the leap is the basic action. As long as your speed is at least 15, you can jump 10 feet.
If your speed is 30, you can jump 15 feet.
Right. And then if you want to jump any further than that, you have to use long jump. So if its speed is 30 feet, then
Okay, these wolves have speed of 35.
so they can jump 15 feet
They can just jump.
by running.
They can just jump.
Okay, so one of the wolves makes it across. Another one didn't jump as far and is going to actually have to make an acrobatics check to not fall off the bridge as it's moving up. It's acrobatics plus 8. We'll say difficulty is 18. And it rolls a 10. It actually scrambles up. The wolves are starting to enter. All these wolves are pushing. This wolf is behind them. Horses are freaking. Shadow.
He's gonna move to the window
Okay.
and he's gonna start shooting down the big.
Okay, you see a dire wolf. It is not. It is not your target.
I will pray it.
Okay, so you have one action left.
For 16.
Misses. The arrow lands near it. It looks around. Seems to startle it. Bone crusher.
Bone Crusher is. Who's holding the? Did we lock the door? Or
Yeah, there's a latch, but
can
there's
Crusher
a.
hold it? Like
You could try to hold. You could try to like brace it down. Yeah.
yeah, hold it.
Okay. Alcur.
Alcur is going to hammer is both construction and creation. Yes?
It's a hammer. Just put your magic on it.
We're going to magic the hammer because it does the most damage because it's going to need some damage. Yep.
Okay. A golden light bathes Krieger's hammer as he's coming up the stairs. Krieger.
He goes up the stairs.
Okay, he's next to Darian. Actually, he's next to Crusher. Darian's standing off the side with a shield and a sword, and Crusher is holding the hatch closed. We gonna let it in?
Yep. This is Oscar in the back. Yep.
No. That's all he backs way the fuck up. That raises his shield spell.
Radio strikes.
Darian.
When you're all ready, I'll release
Darren's
it.
gonna back down.
Okay.
No, he's gonna be up next to Krieger. He wants to be one of the first ones to confront the thing when it comes through.
All right.
And raises a shield.
And he raises his shield. Rebel Prince. It's got a hold of the ring now and is. You've got a +4 because there's a little latch that's holding it, but the strength of the Rebel Prince is very strong, and he's trying to pull the whole thing open. He's bending the pin, and you're just pulling down upon it. So I'll give you a +4 to your opposed strength check with the Rebel Prince.
We were doing jump run. There's actually a leap check that we should be making.
Okay.
They just have it split in a bunch of blocks. So
What's the check?
DC 20. High jump is DC 30.
So the 10 jump that the Crusher did
Is DC 20.
DC 20.
Yeah.
So it shouldn't be like.
Shouldn't be automatic. Okay. Good to know.
Yeah.
So those wolves.
No, you got across, they got across,
got
the
across.
gods are kind. The god of jumping is smiling in his heaven.
He's like, okay, crickets and grasshoppers everywhere.
Yeah.
And I was looking at this and it was like, this is the action used for both of these things. Those actions. And it's like,
Okay. The Rebel Prince has a +7.
Sweet.
I roll nat 20. Critical success. Okay, so it rips the door right off and kind of throws it over its shoulder. There's nothing left to hold on. It looks down at Crusher.
Doors open.
And it's going to bite.
Shit. So, I'm not certain what I'm supposed to do from this side of the movie.
Okay, its attack roll.
Do I get cover?
It's a large creature attacking into a smaller space. You do get cover. That's +2 to your AC.
Good.
It has a +14 bite. AC 23.
Fuck you. My AC
is 21 or 20.
It's 22.
Okay.
It's 22.
It bites
you
Crusher.
Yeah.
Is that including the cover?
Yes.
It's 22 with cover.
All right. Is there any sort of like blocking from?
It has to do damage first.
Oh
Yeah.
right, have to do damage first. Okay. It does 14 points of damage from its savage bite.
Okay, then you.
11 damage.
Okay, so you kind of get your shield in the way as your reaction.
No, you resist 4 now.
Oh,
Ooh.
nice.
10 points of damage.
Oh,
Okay. It has the grab ability with its bite.
Oh, nuts!
No. Not taking away our
Is this automatic?
I have to look up the grab power for monsters.
Just takes an avid guard.
I suspect I know what it does.
So it's a 14. It's against my fort save. If it's a grab, it's a fort save thing.
Yeah.
You're a juice box.
Grab. It is an action. The monster's last action was a successful strike. Effect. The monster automatically grabs a target until the end of the monster's next turn. The creature is grabbed by whichever body part the monster attacked with, and that body part can't be used to strike until the grab is ended. Using grab extends the duration of the monster's grab until the end of its next turn for all creatures grabbed by it. A grabbed creature can use escape action to get out of the grab, and the grab ends the grabbed creatures if the monster moves away from it. So it sinks its teeth in kind of over your shoulder, and you can hear it. You can hear its tongue and just this a massive amount of sucking force starting to like lap up your blood.
Good job, Crusher. Hold it there.
You like that, huh? Wolves.
Shitty. They're jumping over.
Yeah, they're starting to growl and approach the horses. The horses are all fucking panicking. They're not combat horses.
We are going to be fighting dire wolves.
All right, 4 wolves are going to attempt their jump check, which is DC 20.
Yep.
Plus 8s. One made it.
So a success is you make the distance.
Yep.
A failure. A success is you increase the maximum distance you leap. Failure is you leap normally. which is the distance, right? So failure is okay. Critical failure is you make the distance if you fall on your ass. So,
Okay.
so you actually you never short jump, you just fall down.
DC 20. None of them. The lowest was an 11.
Okay, so it would have been, if he got 10, he would be prone on the other side.
Okay, so let me get this straight. So you jump a distance based on your speed,
Yes.
and then you make a check to see if you make that base distance, or you increase it, or you fall short.
Right, or you fall on your, or you fall down and prone on the other side.
Okay,
Okay, I
the
see.
one that fell down on the other side is kind of falling on a ramp, so I'm making it give another check. This is DC 18, or it falls off the ramp. It makes it, so it's sort of like on the ground on the side, trying to get up the ramp, and these wolves have made it. These wolves are just simply moving up. They're not all that brave. Which brings us to Oscar.
Oscar's gonna like move in there, stab him, and run away.
Okay, move up the stairs, stab, and then go back down. We'll call that spring attack. Pathfinder 2.0 edition.
Let's look up the
Here, yeah, you take this.
what was it called, Marty? The escape.
So this
Escape action.
this ruined blade. What does it do?
+1 to hit.
This one to hit. Sweet. Does an 11 hit?
11 does not hit a regular wolf.
I rolled a 2.
Okay. You kind of go, ha! Oh! you go back down the stairs.
Me a fart in Ptolemy's garage. Still no.
Dire wolves. There's still too much meat, but this one snapped the arrow out of its shoulder and it's emerging, and this one's kind of egging on the other wolves. Shadow.
Attempt to escape from the.
You have a short bow.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab the short bow.
So you drop your longbow.
Drop the longbow, take out a short bow. It's an action.
It's in his hand. I shoved it in there. Or he didn't take it. He refused to take it,
That's
being
right.
an asshole.
That's right.
You're such an asshole. Now look at what you're doing.
1. Pray.
Okay. You're kind of firing up.
7, 20.
Okay, you're firing at a large creature that's
Wait,
through a hole
nine-
with people in
nine.
the way. It's got cover.
No, concealment.
No, it's cover.
Okay.
You're trying not to hit your brother. You're like, get out of the way, kind of as he's being savaged.
Okay, then I'll. Okay, yeah, I rolled. It's fine. I shot
Okay.
the arrow.
Yeah, the thing right now has an AC with cover 23.
Yeah, no, I rolled a 19.
Okay, so the arrow's sticking out of the ceiling. Bone Crusher.
I'm gonna try to escape. Attempt to escape, being grabbed, mobilized, restrained, choosing a creature, blah 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 blah.
It counts as an
Check
attack.
using your unarmed attack. DC of the effect. This is typically the athletic DC of a creature grabbing you.
Okay.
Yeah, so I have
They're
to
what
beat-
DC? Sorry.
Athletic
The
DC.
athletic DC.
Oh, I
using
see.
My attack.
Okay. This thing has a 12 athletics, so DC 22.
And you can do this. It's an attack thing that takes 1, so you can do it 3 times to try to get out.
Yeah, so plus
With attack penalties.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
plus
DC 22.
8.
Hang on.
Okay, you're like, "Argh!" You got the jaws, you're opening them up, and then finally kind of push it off. and
DC 22. What did you get total?
8, 24.
24. Okay. Never mind.
Okay, the jaws snap shut.
So you get free.
What do I write? Flurry? Flurry, I'm gonna get out of there. But what is at the top of my sheet right now?
10 damage.
No, because it sucked my blood.
No, it hasn't sucked you yet.
Nope.
Oh, it hasn't? No, it just bit you.
It was getting right.
I'm gonna
right
flurry
to suck you.
and fuck off.
Okay, AC 22.
And you've already used an attack this
So
round.
minus 4. 18, 14.
Okay, you kind of punch it in the nose, it doesn't move.
Let's get out of the way.
And then you're
All
moving,
yours, gents.
you're moving out of the way.
Yeah.
Okay. Alcur.
It's got to squeeze to get in, right?
Yep.
So fucking.
Let's see if it's really undead. We're gonna disrupt undead it.
Okay, you conjure a bunch of whitish energy, holy energy flowing around your hand. What does Disrupt Undead do now?
Disrupt Undead.
It's a cantrip.
Hopefully it is more than a D6 it used to.
Yeah, it does more than a D6.
D6 plus your.
It's a fortitude, so I believe it auto touches at range 30, and it has a fortitude save. Range 30, lance, with energy, 1d6 positive damage plus my ability's casting modifier, and you can save against an enfeebled condition. So it just does 8 damage.
Okay, it has a plus 12 and it's fort.
Okay.
Rolls a 2, gets a 14.
Alright, it is enfeebled.
Enfeebled 1.
Yep.
How long?
Oh, sorry. You lance, so saving throw fortitude. It needs to critically fail to be enfeebled. And it has a basic fortitude save, so it fails, so it takes the damage.
What's
so
the
it
damage?
saves for half. 6.
6 damage?
8 damage.
It takes 8 damage.
Mm-hmm.
That burnt the side of its face.
Keep doing that.
Although you see where you could have burned the side of its face, there are kind of these ashy-like flecks that are kind of growing back.
So I'm confused here, because it says saving throw fortitude, then in the description it says a basic fortitude save, where the other ones that have basic save, they say that in the description, or they say that in the under saving throw.
The more specific rule trumps the more basic one, so...
It's just, it's weird.
Okay. No, thanks. I had my dinner earlier. You obviously didn't finish yours. Krieger.
Alright, he's going to, step up. Oh, he's going to rage, step up, and smack it.
Okay, AC 23, attacking through the doorway. Actually, no, you can position yourself so you are the guy in front of the doorway, like in the center. Yeah. Someone can be off to the side.
I can't get past him.
No, he's sitting right on top.
On the door.
Yeah. Or where the door was.
You know what?
Not fucking
19, so AC, there's no bless up, right?
No, there's no bless left.
Alright, so plus 8, AC 27.
AC 27 hits. Your hammer, you basically use it like a battering ram up through the open hatch. Catch it in the chin.
Well, that's 22 damage.
Holy shit. Okay. It has DR physical 5, so that's 17. You've done 25 damage to the thing. Its head is shaking, and it is exactly bloody.
Okay.
Ptolemy. Ptolemy is going to move. What is the casting time of Chill Touch? 2? Shit. So he's gonna... he has
Did
to
you take
move.
reach spell?
He did not, because he's got his tentacles, and most of his spells are touch.
Yes. Cool.
He's got tentacles up 10 feet away, so he moves, kind of strafes, kind of moves behind Darian. Excuse me, coming through. His tentacles all
my
good.
lord.
He then casts Chill Touch, which then I think you get to make a touch as part of the casting.
Yep.
That's just a magic component.
Okay.
That's a free touch spell.
All right. I think it is one of these spells that automatically hits. Against an undead creature, the target is flat-footed for 1 round on a failed fortitude save. On a critical failure, the target is also fleeing for 1 round. Unless it succeeds, it's at a will save. Okay.
Right, so a living creature gets a basic fortitude save, and an undead creature gets a fortitude save.
All right. So this thing's fortitude save was plus. What did we say? Plus 12.
Yeah.
It rolls a 4 plus 12 is 16. Not enough.
So it is...
flat-footed for 1 round.
Oh, coming around.
So that's flat-footed until Ptolemy's turn again, right? Or is it until the end of its turn? Or the beginning of its turn?
It's 1 round.
Okay. Darian.
I can't get to it, so...
You can get off to the side. There could be 2 people
I'll get
attacking
off
through
to
here.
the side. Yeah,
It has cover versus you, but it is flat-footed.
Yeah,
so
I will still try to hit it, because So move, shield up, try to hit it.
Alright, so AC 22 becomes 20, becomes 21 with cover.
Miss.
Another.
Okay.
And 2 attacks.
No, I moved, shield up.
Oh,
5 foot step, shield up, attack.
You knew that.
Rebel Prince. Well, Krieger looks tasty.
No, he doesn't. When are you attacking him? He's all wiry and drunk.
You say roll a 1?
Yes.
It worked last time.
Alright. Plus 14.
What's your AC?
18.
So we're more likely to get critted than we are to miss.
Natural 1. Look at that die.
He'll still probably hit me on the next attack.
See, if he misses you on the next one, then he won't be able to grab you.
Alright. Green die. Plus 9. 11, or sorry, 13 plus 9 is 22.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Okay.
Doesn't he have cover?
He does.
Still hits.
Against AC 18, where you kind of.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. It does D10 plus 7.
And we're gonna do the.
9 damage.
We're gonna do the.
5 damage and a punch.
5
in the face.
damage, and you.
Okay. Kill him.
And I get a +4 because you're an awful undead thing.
Yep.
Retributive strike.
Yep.
So let's see. I got you. Let's see if I damage you.
Yes.
I do. So that's.
So on its turn, it did fast heal 5.
So 6 damage.
6 damage with the retributive strike.
Yeah.
Is that after DR?
That's after DR. Yeah.
Okay. So you you stabbed it in its wound that was starting to close. I did not like the touch of your glowing blade. And with its last action, because it hit, it's just going to knock down Krieger.
No grab?
Not grab, knock
no,
down?
No,
Okay.
knock down, because
Good.
Krieger hits hard. It does not like its current health state.
You just want to just sit here and drink while we beat on it?
No, the reaction...
We would like to beat on it for a while.
Yeah, the reaction from Darian suggested that it's not going to have the luxury of drinking Krieger, it's going to have the luxury of chewing him to pieces and licking him up later.
It's the other way. You know.
Well, that's a nice way to play it.
The wolves are now nipping at your horses, kind of running in and kind of harassing them and jumping around. They know that it's feeding time. That thing is almost already up. The wolves are now already jumping onto the onto the ramp. It's just a ramp at this point. 4 of them move across the ramp. If I roll a 1, they might fall. No ones. All right. So those wolves are getting across. There's howling and yipping and the terrified screams of the horses. Oscar.
You sons of bitches. You sons of bitches.
Oh, they're offering their pelts at least.
I'm taking that out of your hand.
Oscar concerned with every fucking copper.
Alright, so I move and throw a dagger.
Okay, so you move right behind Krieger, get a good line of shot.
Chuck a dagger.
Chuck a dagger. So no cover from there because you're lined up with the hatch.
That's AC 15.
15? Nope. The dagger. Blink. It's a big open square. You're aiming for the middle. Roll a d3. 2, it's out. 1, it hits the roof on either side.
3.
Okay, so it hits the roof above where Darian is, and then lands kind of next to him.
I pick it up.
Yeah, you reach over and pick up your dagger.
Yep. We saw that.
Direwolves. Direwolves are loping down the path. They're just kind of behind this big mob of wolves. It's too much wolf meat. Shadow.
So I'm going to move to the Oscar.
Okay, so you move behind. It's a perfect shot up the
What's the
up the
cover?
hatch.
Oh, sorry, Marty, I did that wrong. I was supposed to add 4 to the Would AC 24 hit?
Yes.
Okay.
It's 4 damage, not 4 hit.
Yeah, it's 4 damage, not 4 hit. So 1 more damage.
Okay.
It's better than like 7 S. Ooh.
All right. Yeah. The thing decided it's going to chew Krieger up, and then it's now looking at Darian. It looks like it's hesitated a little bit as a glowing sword went up and caused it pain. It's thinking. It's.
That's right, you think real hard.
Oh, it understood your language. Bone Crusher.
Shadow.
Yeah, Shadow, then Bone Crusher. Yeah. Shadow moved.
Okay, you have another die. You roll.
Natural 1. It's right in the ceiling. There's an arrow right by the notch where Oscar hit the wood. You got both sides.
It's the Wolfshine brothers.
Don't worry, Shadow. Once we get you fed and back in civilization, your energy will come back.
Sometimes you just gotta fire or die, dude.
Alcur.
Crusher.
Crusher, then Alcur. Yeah.
Yes. Crusher is going to step on top of Krieger, the flurry, and then step off of Krieger.
I don't think combat zones work like that.
He's prone.
I don't
combat
think
zones
so.
work like that. You
Can I
can't.
step up next to him and attack?
Is there an extreme cover?
How about, yeah, there's like greater cover, bigger
Okay.
cover.
Or, you know what? It's fine.
You can try like jumping, and then move out of the way.
Yeah, you can try to jump and go up. Yeah, so yeah. Okay, so you
flurry when I
can
get
you can do a jump and a flurry. Sure.
So
I'm gonna punch through the floor.
a 5-foot jump is DC 30.
5 foot 3 feet.
A 3-foot jump is less than DC 30.
3 feet should be one of the DC 20. Jump up and collapse.
Well, you need to jump up 5 feet to reach him. You could attack with your spear from where you are.
Let's do that.
Your long spear. Okay. Pull out your long spear and then.
2 attacks.
Fucking 18. There we go.
Okay.
So 18 plus Crusher's attack is 8. So 26. And the next attack, 13 plus 5 is 18. So 1 attack.
One hit.
Yeah.
Spear definitely hit it.
D8 plus 4. 12.
12 damage. After its DR, I believe it becomes 6.
Critical failure on leaping. You don't leap at all. Instead, you fall prone.
12 damage. Yeah, becomes 7.
You leap normally.
Okay. It's pretty hurt at this point. Krieger. Oh no, Alcur then Krieger. My bad.
He looks pretty. We're gonna zap it again. So fortitude save from the monster.
12. I roll in that 20.
It critically succeeds, so it laughs at my magical energies.
It just kind of goes like it snorted out your magical energy.
That's unfortunate. Happens to us all, Shadow. The shield spell.
Okay, Krieger.
Krieger stands up.
And now the blessings of the heart of gold rain
Big
upon your
golden
skull.
swirling hammer.
Not so much. Nope. 2 misses.
Okay, you hit the side, and then it kind of grabs the side of the warhammer and is trying to tug it out of your hands. Like, no!
Elker standing with his arms open and disappointed.
Okay, it's no longer flat-footed. Ptolemy Chill Touch is a cantrip, so you can keep this up all day. So he casts a cantrip and delivers it through his tentacular limbs, which then automatically touch him. He gets a fort save.
22. We'll stop there.
No, I only got a 19. I don't pull another one.
It rolls an 18
No, I can!
and critically makes the save. So I don't think anything happens.
Let me just
Chill Touch?
I will check Chill Touch. I think it's a critical success on the save is usually nothing.
Yeah.
But on Chill Touch, it is a regular save. So regular save is 5 foot for 1 round on a failed save. On a critical failure, yeah, it's on a failed save.
It flees for 1 round.
Yeah, there's no if it
Okay.
makes a save.
Yeah, the thing seems to be emboldened this round. Darian?
Darian is going to put his shield up.